we'll see with Union City, it is literally right on the border. Actually, it's in Calhoun County. When we get to Calhoun County, you'll see that actually this collaborative is not just one county, but actually, I think 4 or 5 townships in Calhoun County. But we'll see that when we get to Calhoun. Let's go to Calhoun County. Calhoun County, we have Marshall and Albion. Marshall, I haven't seen the statue they've erected for Monsignor yet there in his hometown. And that's one of our oldest parish sites here in the diocese. It was the furthest western parish established in the Diocese of Detroit back in 1832. So we weren't in a state yet. So here with Marshall and Albion, and there's already a nice cooperation with those two parishes and the two pastors there. And again, one of the, of course, there's already on a civil level, the schools are already working together. So there's things that, if we think that, this is, the challenge that we have in the church, but the communities are dealing with that, even with schools or hospitals. One of the sad things, like in Albion, is that, when they close your hospital and they close your stores, your shopping centers, they still have Albion College. It's very, very vibrant, but nevertheless, so here, that's why the C is there for campus. There's the hospital in Marshall. When we get to Battle Creek, there are 3 sites in Battle Creek. St. Philip will stay separate with the high school, with the hospital, jail. Even though Marshall County seat, the jail is in Battle Creek. And then C, the campus, there's a couple college and university sites. At the farther western part is the St. Jerome's and St. Joseph's, the school and the Hispanic ministry there in Calhoun County. As I mentioned here, Union City is right on the border and just into Calhoun County, but this part of this, I guess it is 5 townships on the southern part. That is with the collaborative with Coldwater and Bronson. Again, the people here in Concha, Burlington, Athens, Homer, Sherwood, East Leroy, Athens. These are all places that, again, having served in Union City, they probably had more zip codes than anyone else. Coming to Cass County, we moved from 5 sites, but we have 2 collaboratives. The northern part of Cass County will be Silver Creek, Dowagiac, and Marcellus. There, the hospital being in Dowagiac, and then Cassopolis and Edwardsburg being the southern part of Cass County. Again, Silver Creek, we need to find what they drink there, because that provided more vocations to the religious life and to the priesthood during the 19th and the early part of the 20th century, and it's never been a parish. It's never. Oh, and the most famous vocation? Oh, all right. Well, Monsignor said, who is the most famous vocation from Silver Creek?
Monsignor Hackett.
Very good. Thank you. There's also Bishop Kelly, though Waterville League likes to claim him, but he grew up there. So that's. But one of our early missionaries is buried out there. Monsignor Hackett's parents are buried there at the Silver Creek Parish. So that's one of our oldest parishes. And so Dowagiac, Silver Creek, and Marcellus. So President Marcellus has been with Mattawan for up to this time. In fact, Marcellus was established as a parish first, and then Mattawan was the mission, but shortly thereafter, during the 1950s, it already flipped. And though Marcellus continues, an active presence. So that, Vandalia, again, we have some tremendous historical spots, and like Vandalia, that's the end of the Underground Railroad. So, we have a beautiful history that during the Year of Faith, I had a chance to speak in the different deaneries about the Year of Faith, but, that's something that is there, and I forgot to mention back when we were in Berrien County with Niles, the second priest who brought a missionary here, to Michigan, to the Great Lakes States, we're familiar with Marquette, he has a statue up on Mackinac Island, and died in Ludington, which is the Grand Rapids Diocese. But Father Claude Alloway was a missionary here in the Great Lakes that died in Wisconsin, but is buried in Niles, Michigan. So one of our early, the second missionary to our Great Lakes state, to our area, is there. Chief Pokagon is buried at Silver Creek, and he, as a member of the chief of the Pokagon tribe, he was as concerned about the Catholic presence here that, not once but twice walked to Detroit to speak with the Vicar General, Gabriel Richard, the founder of the University of Michigan, but we'll forgive him for that. But but Chief Pokagon, that he had such a deep interest that he wanted to see that Catholic presence maintained, even though the priest had left when he was just a boy, and yet there was still a remembrance, and he wanted the priest to come back. That was just in the 1830s. So.
Now the one you built.
Okay, here's the spaghetti bowl. All right.
This is actually a devil X-ray.
So here's our collaboratives for Kalamazoo County. And the first one is the Cathedral Parish, number 1, and number 2 is the college campus at St. Thomas More Student Parish. So the Cathedral Parish really surrounds it, but nevertheless, so here are those 2 remaining separate. Number 3 being St. Joseph Parish. We see Hispanic ministry, hospital, and the county jail in the parish boundaries. One of our priests mentioned, he says, well, we do hospital ministry. I'm in Coldwater, I do hospital ministry, and yet the Bronson Hospital is in St. Joseph's territory, as is Borges is with St. Mary's. So number 4, we're very grateful. We have our school here at St. Monica's, the high school down the road here in Kilgore. That remains a collaborative. Number 5, here is one big change here, of course, would be Parchment and St. Mary's being a collaborative in this plan. Number 6, my parish, where I'm serving presently, St. Catherine's in Portage. And we already mentioned Delton and Lacey with Bell Lake when we got up there. And I think I'm sorry. The St. Mary's and Parchment. This is the location of the oratory that's being established. Father Richardson is back in the diocese, and that is the one site where we have the Latin Mass offered, and it will remain at St. Mary's at this time. South of us, St. Joseph County. We have the various sites, and we have 3 collaboratives. The northernmost is Vicksburg, which is mostly in Kalamazoo County, and its association with Mendon. Right in the middle, 3 Rivers with a school and hospital, with Centerville, that's where the county jail is, and Colon, those 3 collaboratives being one collaborative. And lastly, Sturgis and White Pigeon, with a hospital and a Hispanic presence in the Sturgis area. Van Buren County, we have 3 collaboratives. The northern part will be South Haven with Bangor and Gobles. There's a hospital in South Haven and an Hispanic presence as well. And then we have Hartford and Watervliet. Watervliet's actually in Berrien County, but you can see that it's the configuration. That's probably one of the closest parish of the collaboration as far as the distance for traveling. So the distance is 6 miles from Watervliet to Hartford. There's a hospital in Watervliet. There's certainly an Hispanic presence in Hartford. And lastly, we have the collaboration between Paw Paw, Matawan, and Decatur. The school in Paw Paw, a hospital in Paw Paw, and the county jail also in Paw Paw, Van Buren County. Okay, there's the big question. What do you think?
No, we're not answering that right now.